Hi, this is Francisco Bujan from vitalcoaching.com. We are talking about dating success for women, and the topic for this video is conversation starters for first dates and what to avoid. Actually, these tips work as well for guys, so if you're a guy listening to that, you can reverse exactly the same. I mean, you can apply this to your dates as well. So what I want to say first it is that when you go to a first date, what people expect is very simple. You want to have fun, you want to have lightness, you want to have flirt, playfulness. You want to simply focus on having a good time, a quality time. So right now, at a first date, it's not a job interview, right? It's not a commitment interview for a long-term relationship. Many women or guys go to a first date thinking, okay, here is where we have to decide if we are a good match or not. Actually, not at all. The first connection is really to establish complicity, to have a good time, to have fun, to tease the other person, you know, be in this kind of playful zone where you are really getting to know each other. And if this works, eventually, you know, you take that to the next step and have a few dates and eventually start building a relationship. But you are not going to secure a long-term relationship in the first date. That's not the goal. That's not really the you know, how it's going to work. If you come to a first date with really, you know, this kind of demanding attitude on you know, getting the facts clear about who this person is and what you expect and all that, you know, you are going to rationalize the date and make it not give it a very good atmosphere. So remember that a first date is not a job interview. It's not a moment to actually ask the person all the questions about their lives and find out all the facts. You are not looking for facts right now. You are looking for a feeling, an emotion, a connection. And to build that, you can do that consciously together simply by focusing on having a you know, a great time together. Okay, so another element which is important is, of course, be interested by the other person, right? Don't unveil everything about yourself and, you know, don't listen to without listening to the other person. Of course, it's very important that you ask questions, be interested, you know, tease them on the things that they talk about, but show that, you know, you're interested in that person. And there is a kind of rule that you can apply is try to be listening at least 50% of the time, even more than that. If you tend to be somebody who shares a lot, you know, wants to be validated and recognized for who you are, etc., try to reverse the situation and remember this very simple thing. Listen at least 50% of the time. If you talk for a couple of minutes to somebody, you can sit back and say, you know, what about you? I mean, I have been telling you about my story now. What about you? How do you feel about your life in general? And, you know, about all that. So the topics you can focus on are things which are light, you know, I mean, gossips, you know, sometimes celebrities or what goes on in the nightlife or the things that you really enjoy in your life, and you want to find out also what the other person likes about their life. And all that is going to create this sense of complicity where you know, you develop a good connection. So the topics to avoid are quite simple, actually. Don't talk about politics, problems at work, and especially don't talk about your exes. I mean, this is one of the topics, one of the big taboos, and one of the areas where, you know, people really lose interest when you start talking too much about your ex. I can see that right now my face is getting whiter and whiter. Something's happening with the camera. Okay. Anyway, that's, you know, that's the general idea. If you talk about politics, it's going to become, you know, obviously a very serious conversation, and you don't really want that to happen either. Another topic, sometimes when you go into the religious talk, talking about religion, that's also something which can create easily conflict, so avoid it as well. Let me just check if I can do something here about the light, because it's getting lighter and lighter into my face. Here we go. I'll finish the video like that. Yeah, and the other thing that I mentioned already earlier is don't have sex at a first date. I already mentioned that in another video, so check this one out to find out the reasons and you know, the whole dynamics. And the other element is, yes, you can have light intimacy with somebody. That's nice. That's something which works, but don't go, of course, all the way to intercourse. So the key words really to remember is be flirty, be fun, be sexy, express all these qualities, and you will be amazed that, you know, a date can be actually lots of fun. Even if the person you are with, you think, well, it's not going to work on the long term, you can still have an excellent time. Okay? Hope this makes sense. You take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.